Who beating me, bro? The only thing that's really ahead in this space is YoungBoy.
NLE Chopper and YoungBoy. Everybody see YoungBoy ain't messing with nobody. What doing this thing?
NLE Chopper, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad.
Instead of him doing his own thing, he said, you know what, I'm gonna attack this man, I'm gonna mess with him.
And Cantrell is evil, and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees.
Bring the top up, say, bro. Man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need to like me to.
The whole situation kicked off when NBA YoungBoy dropped that zero IQ freestyle, and his energy had the rap world buzzing. Rappers started reacting, throwing little jabs, and that's when NLE Chopper decided to jump in and fire back. Things escalated fast, and even the news picked it up talking about YoungBoy's quote where he said, "Respond him. He ain't never ran nothing down." I said, no. That line had people talking nonstop. Then Charleston White stepped into the mix like he always does, reacting to the song and saying, YoungBoy played it smart by not diving into what he called someone else's clout trap. The reports read, Charleston White goes off on NLE Chopper after his diss track to NBA YoungBoy, saying that he's not allowed to speak on him and telling YoungBoy, don't even respond. Charleston was talking like he had the final word on everything. He even said, listen to me, you can't go walk the runway, trying to make it sound like Chopper had no room to even enter the battle. That comment alone had social media lighting up because Charleston always finds a way to make things louder than they already are. Chopper, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You feel me? That walk you had. I think I'm a bad you can't come back for that walk. I think I'm a bad you can't come back with that Chopper with that boy. Now them boy got some dances. Them. But you went a hot, and bot, if you was a bad I suck my tooth. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kriya. In LU you have been disqualified. I would give if you and King Von got in the car, and together, once you learn that walk like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole world. You can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish, nephew. Go back over there and finish being a bad. But what really shows how much weight NBA YoungBoy holds in the rap game is when you look at what happened just 1 week before NLE dropped his track company. Before that release, Charleston White was out here saying NBA YoungBoy's music was bad for the youth, which lined up exactly with the message NLE tried to, pushing his disc. Charleston had said that before NLE even stepped in. So hearing the same talking points pop up again made people look sideways. In the disc, NLE went straight at YoungBoy's fan base, too, saying, "Why be babies? Ain't money getting they'll hurt you." Try to paint them as reckless and out of control. He even said him. You see, they had that on medication, adding more fuel to the situation and making the whole thing feel even more personal. Babies ain't money getting they'll hurt you or you and eat at your box as they breaking your heart. I'm not battling with childhood like a WB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man sound like he angry. He want out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of. I'm not in pain. I'm a money get YB babies ain't money getting I don't feel that's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Kids need to be put in mental institutions, and you see the headship on things were already messy, but those lines took it to a whole new level even though Charleston White agreed with NLE. Chopper saying NBA YoungBoy's influence wasn't good for the youth. He still didn't want NLE throwing shots at YoungBoy in a diss track. Made it clear he didn't think Chopper had the right to call him out. Even when NLE dropped Co and rap, you are bad for the youth. Nothing positive that you do. You the reason guys going after girls thinking that it's cute. You send guys to do what you wouldn't even do. Role model. You'll never fit the shoe. Just a guy with emotion. Your aura. Give me the ick guys like you make me sick. Those bars set off a whole new wave of drama. Those exact lyrics are what pushed NBA YoungBoy to fire back instantly with his zero IQ freestyle. In that track, he even hinted at DJ Academic's reaction to NLE Chopper. saying Chopper was trying to act like Quotex Ion, but nowhere near as sharp. That's why YoungBoy named the track Zero IQ Freestyle, taking a straight shot at NLE's intelligence in the process. The title alone had the internet arguing nonstop. They call it You Have Your Third Eye Open. Some people would call it Yo a Smart or Dumb trying to act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people would evoke some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XX and Takhan, where people felt like he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Chopper's aiming. But here's the twist. Some people were saying that the name Zero IQ wasn't just aimed at NLE Chopper. What if I told you there was another reason behind that title? This came straight from NBA YoungBoy's own mother, who jumped on Instagram Live and went off on NLE Chopper with zero hesitation. She told her audience to like the video if they agreed with her, and her energy was wild. YoungBoy's mother claimed NLE Chopper was jealous of her son for one major reason. She brought up the fact that NBA YoungBoy was finally back on tour for the first time in 5 years, and the tour was doing so well that they added 25 extra shows. She said fans were willing to drop any amount of money just to see YoungBoy perform live, and she made it sound like NLE couldn't stand that success one bit. Every word she said added more heat to a situation that was already spinning out of control. Today I'm going to talk about being jealous and being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee, and you're saying Krill is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees, and on that video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees, because who would even play that stupid? If you know better, you do better. Your head looked like without a rubber on top of it, but yet you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. HM, you better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say. On NBA YoungBoy's popularity has gotten so wild that even the police are trying to shut his tour down. Reports came out saying the state of Louisiana was getting worried about his New Orleans show, which only made his name ring even louder. When officials start paying attention like that, you know an artist is shaking the whole scene. Very concerned about the NBA YoungBoy concert. So concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center in particular, notified ASM Global that, this is like a really thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside. It'll be fine. Knopf's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There's such a propensity around these concerts that is so not an if, but when that we are concerned, we'll have an activated department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens and read to really understand the jabs. YoungBoy threw in Zero IQ Freestyle. You got to know the history behind this whole situation. Their beef didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It goes way back, and the story is full of twists. In 2019, NLE Chopper was one of YoungBoy's biggest fans, showing love nonstop. When YoungBoy got locked up that year, NLE even made an entire song called Free YoungBoy, hoping it would help bring attention to his situation. At that point, he was riding hard for him, but everything flipped after King Von passed away. When YoungBoy dropped his track Bring the Hook in 2022, he mentioned O'Block and even King Von by name, which shocked the whole industry. The internet froze for real. DJ, academics even said, NBA YoungBoy's on demon time, and he's dropping another tape. While O'Block rapper Lil Reese clapped back saying, that ain't no demon time. He's just rapping like the rest of these rappers. All rap. That comment got a lot of attention. NLE Chopper ended up agreeing with Reese publicly. He jumped on Twitter and said, I stamped that, marking his official stance in the beef, and that right there only made things worse. YoungBoy wasn't feeling that one bit, and now everybody knew exactly who Chopper was siding with. That switch changed the whole energy. YoungBoy eventually addressed the situation in a song No Like I, Know where he rapped, I bet your mom will be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them. Boy, I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. That was a heavy bar, and it made it clear the connection between them was gone. After that song dropped, NLE Chopper actually went back and changed the title of his track Free, Young Boy to just Young Boy, basically showing he didn't support him anymore. That move said a lot without him even talking. Then he started hitting podcasts and interview spots, speaking with DJ and making his side of the story louder for everyone watching. The whole situation kept snowballing from there. Able to defend his name, bro. And it'd be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude. And it was just unfortunate how it happened like he came to a person as a man. NLE Chopper kept pushing his message and pulled up to DJ Vlad, then later hit the Breakfast Club to speak on YoungBoy again. He tried to sound like a mentor telling the world that YoungBoy needed to get his act right and stay out of trouble, saying, quote, NBA YoungBoy needs to be more careful. He's got a lot of people looking up to him, and he needs to set a better example. He needs to stay out of trouble and focus on music. That statement had people talking because it made NLE sound like he was trying to coach someone he used to look up to. But the wild part is this. YoungBoy actually did exactly what Chopper said after getting released. He kept his head down, focused on the music, and moved different in a way that clearly irritated NLE. YoungBoy was leveling up so fast that even the news reported on it, saying over 400 NOPD officers were being deployed every night for his New Orleans shows with drones and armored vehicles on standby. That type of security presence is something usually reserved for major threats, not concerts. And it showed just how massive YoungBoy's influence had become. The reason for all that security, YoungBoy had started turning every show into a moment. And after NLE dissed him, YoungBoy answered back with a slick move that only added more heat to the tension. Headlines came out saying, NBA YoungBoy performing the greatest diss track of all time. I hate YoungBoy for the first time ever in front of a sold-out crowd in Atlanta. And fans went crazy calling it historic. And make no mistake, that moment meant something. YoungBoy waited until he touched Atlanta, the same city where King Von lost his life before performing that diss track live for the first time. Fans were shocked because it was bold, risky, and showed YoungBoy wasn't scared of anything. One fan even went viral saying NBA YoungBoy dissed O-Block, dissed BF, and dissed half of Atlanta in their own city, and performed I Hate YoungBoy in the same city. Von's bro's really a menace. That comment sparked a whole new wave of reactions. Boy, the king of rap, we just gotta claim it today. King of rap, that's a new narrative I'm driving. These gonna have to bow to the feet. I like it. We're not talking about Kendrick and Drake, and they're on a different level, but below Kendrick and Drake. I'm sorry. With all due respect to every other rapper, YoungBoy is the king of rap right now. I'm sorry to tell y'all. The walk down I seen in Atlanta tonight. Give him the throne. Just give him the throne. YoungBoy, the king of rap. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I'm sorry to tell you. Hey, listen, I'm not saying it's gonna last forever, but for right now, in the last 4 or 5 months, the situation got even louder when Chicago OG jumped in, siding with Lil Durk and calling out YoungBoy. He made it clear which side he was standing on, and the internet immediately picked up on the tension. Every city seemed to be choosing sides at that point. But when YoungBoy dropped Zero IQ, Freestyle, he didn't just release the song, he attached a little video to it, too. And that clip showed NLE Chopper literally admitting that NBA YoungBoy was better than him. YoungBoy knew exactly what he was doing by posting that clip, and it left fans stunned because it felt like NLE's own words were being used against him in the middle of their beef. Who beating me, bro? Respectfully, the only that's really respectfully, the only that's really ahead in this space is Young. Fans were debating nonstop about who was really better, and people kept saying the answer was simple as YoungBoy. YoungBoy even jumped on one of his burner accounts to give his reaction before calling it a night. He posted on his Instagram story saying washed up rappers needed him, clearly pointing at NLE Chopper, and he added, "Go get him. Some views might help this." Some views, man. YoungBoy wasn't holding anything back. This is when the truth started coming out about why NLE even dissed YoungBoy in the first place. It became obvious NLE Chopper wanted everyone to know exactly what side he was standing on between YoungBoy and Dirk, just before Cole dropped. People were already mentioning NLE as another rapper who switched sides after LZ made comment about fake rappers. El Sama even tweeted, "The law speaks on why it's no surprise the industry is switching up on L Dirk for NB YoungBoy." That tweet had the whole internet arguing. After that, hundreds of F supporters began posting saying if anyone was rocking with YoungBoy, then they better stay on that side. I don't see why this was surprising or new to y'all. Everybody jumping ship because this is how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is going to stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they can benefit from off you, they're going to jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in industry. That's how it go. They only going to you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow with dirt. None of these ain't friends or real homies with dirt. For real. For real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship cuz where. We from, if you with me, my opt is your options. Your opt is mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I with both parties. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you're not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the ears that still stayed down for Dirk, his real family and friends. The tension was thick, but NLE Chopper made sure to show everyone where he stood without backing down. But then things got strange. All the back and forth suddenly brought attention from the most unexpected group ever. News reports hit saying academics announced Atlanta's in shambles after NBA Young. Boy received the key to the city. That headline had everybody stunned. Getting the key to a city is something that usually goes to legends, not someone in the middle of a heated rap beef. And it made the whole situation even wilder. We have County Commissioner Mr. Mark Harrington. And we have County Pro-8 Judge, Judge Johnson. Damn, it's a judge up there. You're the judge in the city, sending all of the rappers in the city to jail. But the out-of-town rapper that came here that basically, hey, you know what type of time I be on? You over here giving him an award. Oh, and Atlanta's in shambles. If y'all are a rapper who ever got prosecuted by this, or not prosecuted, but like got sent to jail by this judge, and basically you watching an out-of-town rap getting an award for doing 10 times worse than what you do, you gotta feel sick. You gotta feel, and yes, it made NLE Chopper even angrier. It felt like everyone was lining up behind YoungBoy, even officials and police. And academics explained why he thought rappers were switching sides again. He said artists were either running to YoungBoy because he's the hottest in the game right now, or because they believe Dirk could end up facing serious prison time. That type of talk had the entire industry watching closely. So comment down below which side you're on. I'm reading every single one. And if you're a YoungBoy fan, don't hesitate to drop your thoughts, because this story keeps getting deeper every day. Say, this perm, having name, just want to brainlessly top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant and I said what I said, bro. You need to like me to keep you going. Your views go up now, clown. I'm willing to help y'all. Man. But hate NBA so much, man. Go get him some views, man. Help to some views. Now listen, if you rock with this breakdown, then you need to join our family. Right here at RapLink, turn those notifications on and hit that subscribe button so you never miss the heat we drop daily. The streets never sleep, and neither do we. We're just getting started, and there are way more wild stories waiting to be exposed. Tomorrow's upload is going to be even crazier, even deeper, and absolutely unmissable. Smash that like button. Share this with all your homeboys, and let the world know RapLink is where the real stories live. Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can see what the streets are thinking. We'll catch you in the next one right here at RapLink, where the truth of the streets lives.